YouTube, Reese Rockman aka Rock Art Fitness, coming at you with this week's video. Now guys, in this week's video I'm going to show you exactly what I do to food prep. Now it's a very much requested video because, as you guys know, I have a new job, and what that job entails is I actually have to make food in advance. I'm not in my house for the whole day. I don't have a kitchen available to cook up whatever I want. So to combat this, what I've done is I've made myself set meals that I'll usually have every day, and I enjoy them very much currently, and if I don't enjoy them anymore, then I'll just change it up. But something that I found to be a big help with this whole food prep is this. Now this is our bra that we have in our house. I do my protein portion of my food prep on the bra because, number one, you don't use any oils. It's very good for you because, again, you're just using fire, using heat to cook the food instead of using oils and extra calories that I can't really track that well. Secondly, it's a lot easier than just having to make like 2 or 3 different portions in the oven or that, because as you can see, it's a pretty big freaking bra. So I can put all my chicken on at once, all my steak on at once, and then I'll cook it, and yep, it's done. Then I not only have to make one trip, one portioning outing thingy, you know, and then I'm done with that. What I pretty much do is I prep all my protein for Monday to Friday because I'm working those days, and then I also prep enough rice for about 3 to 4 days because rice doesn't hold that well that long. So after 3 days I find it becomes a little bit funny, so I prefer not to chance it, especially with my weak belly. So I have enough rice for about 3 days, then on the 3rd day I'll make more, and then I will just pack it in with the chicken or steak, whichever I want for lunch that week, and blah 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 blah. So without further ado, let's get this food prep started. If you like this video, please don't forget to like the video, comment down below what video you want to see next as usual, and let's get on with starting this damn fire because I'm not the best fire starter. So let's begin. So the fire is in its starting phases. It's going to take quite a while to actually get lit because the wood is pretty wet. So that means that's going to have to dry out. It's going to have to stop catching fire. Then we can start adding more wood to make it actually big enough to cook the food and get enough coals to make the fire, the griddle, hot. So while that goes, let me show you exactly how I prep my meat. Okay guys, so we're in the kitchen, the place where I spend most of my life, most probably. So what we have here is my steak. Basically guys, with the steak, what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut it up into a little bit of portion, and then I'm going to put it on this tray. I just use a tray so I can spice the meat properly, and then, you know, it's just easy to put on the bra like this compared to out of the packet where you have to slap it on, and you know, and just cut it up into proper sized portions just so that I can actually cook it better and slice it better, and you know, just make life easier for myself. So what we have here is, I'm going to show you guys now. Okay, so what we have here is just basic rump steak that I get from my dad. If you guys are in the Port Elizabeth area, anywhere in PE, you can phone this number and my dad will organize for you because he does do deliveries all around PE. So I don't know many butchers that actually do that, so if you want to, give him a call, tell him we sent you, and then he will sort you out perfectly. So this is what I'm having for this week. Usually it's either a it's either between rump steak and top side steak. Top side has a little bit less fat, not as juicy of course, and then rump has a little bit more fat and is just so much more juicy. So it depends on personal preference. I am off season of course, so I don't mind the extra bit of fat. That's how it looks. I don't know if you guys actually enjoy this. Oh, get the freaking lighting, come on. Oh, there we go. So I'm gonna get spicing, I'm gonna get tenderizing with my meat mallet. My dad does it at the butcher, but I just like doing it myself because it makes me feel like a man. Yeah, okay. So let's get going, and I'll put a little bit of a time lapse. So go. Okay, ladies and gents, so this is what the steak looks like after I have beaten it with a mallet and added the salt and pepper. And just for interest sake, here's the chicken. What I do with my chicken is I marinate it the night before just so that it really has time to soak in all the juices. And the benefit of this is the chicken does become a lot more tender, a lot more juicy as well. So,
Okay.
just so delicious, man. Just so delicious. So, yeah, guys, I mean, at this stage in my bodybuilding career, chicken it's very hard to make it taste good. And this is one way that I can eat it, so I'm going to do it because, unfortunately, chicken is a great source of protein. It's not too expensive. It's not cheap either, but it is a very good source of protein. And lucky enough for me, I do have a father who's a butcher, but his prices are very, very affordable. So, like I said, give my dad a call. Also, don't forget to check out his Facebook page, which I will link down below. And also, guys, he does do deliveries to your front door, so you don't have to leave the comfort of your own home. Also, I think he has started selling eggs as well. And, I mean, you know how many egg whites we eat a day? Yeah, so give him a call, let him know that you came from me, and yeah, my dad will sort you out, no problem. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to throw this on the fire and I'm going to give you guys some good old fashioned food porn. So cue the edits in 3, 2, 1. Okay guys, so that's the meat done. That's the chicken. We got the steak over here. Ooh, look at that. Guys, red meat is very important in your diet. Do not neglect it. It's a great source of iron. There's a good lot of protein in steak. There's some fat in there, so especially if you're bulking, even when you're cutting, have your steak. It's very, very delicious, you know. And also, this changes the whole variety. You don't want to eat chicken every meal, every day, you know. So yeah, so that's the chicken, that's the steak. Here's the rice. I cooked up 2 batches because the whole thing is I have 500 grams of rice a day, and I make sure I have 3 days worth. So that's about, that's 3 days worth of rice, guys. Scary, ain't it? The reason why I've got the cupboards open and everything on the table is because you know that YouTube life, I've got to make a thumbnail. So yeah. So the last thing I have to do is just steam up the spinach. That I'll do in the pot. My dad made himself some supper. Steam it in the pot, put it in there. Yeah, because you know, even though we are bulking, we need to have our micronutrients. So I make sure to get in that back. Okay, let me just explain. Spinach is one of the most micronutrient dense vegetables that you will get per serving. And I mean, who actually enjoys vegetables? Okay, I'm not gonna lie, when I prep, then it's a different story because I make them taste good and I put effort in, a lot more effort into my food because, you know, I don't get to eat a lot of it. But since I'm not prepping, I just want to get the nutrients in and get it down. And yeah, so I have spinach. My other source of vegetables is peas, and I'll have about 200 grams of my last meal that's in the freezer, and it's not in here now. And also I get about 250 grams of banana in a day just to get rid of my fruit. And yeah, I make sure I cover every aspect to make sure I'm not only lifting hard, performing well, but I'm also a healthy person. So guys, without further ado, I'm going to strip down, take this thumbnail, steam this baby spinach, and then I will show you guys what the finished product will look like when I have my 3 meals there. So let's go look at it in 3, 2, 1. Okay guys, so there's the final product. We've got 3 meals, each of them having 500 grams of rice, 100 grams of cooked steak, and 50 grams of spinach. Also 10 grams of olive oil in each, just to add a little bit more fat to the meal because, like I said, the rump steak it's got slightly more fat than chicken in that, but still not a lot of fat. Rice has no fat, so does spinach, so I need to get a little bit of fat in that meal because my daily goal for fat is 80 grams, so I mean, the morning shake has a bit of fat, meal 2 and 3 don't really have fat, and then I don't want to have too much fat for supper. So I've had a little bit of olive oil just to balance out the macros, you know? Making sure I hit that final amount. In another video, I'll discuss with you guys my current macros because they have changed. Also, I'll give you a physique update on how I'm doing on this bulk. But anyway, guys, that's the video. Thank you very much for watching. If you have any questions regarding my food prep or also any food prep ideas that you guys want me to do, then let me know down below in the comment section. I will do them for you because it's all about helping you guys, giving you guys some entertainment and also expanding your horizons, you know? So, from me, Reese Rockman, aka Rock God Fitness, don't forget to like this video. If you like the damn video, comment down below what videos you want to see next. Subscribe if you haven't already, and I will see you all in the next video. So, from me and my lovely food, goodbye.